Scooby-Doo from 2002 has an R-rated version of the film that's never been seen by the public. Yes, it's the one where Daphne and Velma make out. This early cut of the film had a lot more adult-oriented humor, and when submitted to the MPAA, came back with an R rating. And in the last few years, the May 31st, 2001 shooting script leaked online. Today we're going to dig into all of it.
Still haven't found my friend.
Oh, don't worry. She'll turn up. Unless she's dead.
I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan. I mean, you can see the Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island poster behind me. That shelf behind it, this entire top row is Scooby-Doo VHS. Most of this is DVDs Scooby-Doo. I've been a fan as long as I can remember. And I saw this movie in theaters as a kid. And it's been in my watch rotation ever since. This movie has some critiquable elements for sure. But overall, I still enjoy it. When assembling the film, it had a lot more footage included. And when it was briefly given an R rating, it was because of one specific joke, and not because it was too inappropriate, but because it was misunderstood as being inappropriate. The film was written with the intent of being a PG-13 film. It was shot with the intent of being a PG-13 film. In 2017, James Gunn confirmed that the first cut was rated R by the MPAA. He said one line was read by the MPAA as a reference to oral sex, so it got bumped to an R rating before the studio eventually toned the entire film down. So there's a lot to unpack here. We don't have access to any R-rated cut of the film, but the DVD and Blu-ray do include some additional and deleted scenes, so we'll take a look at that first. Then there's also different scenes from the Workprint floating around. We'll take a look at those next. And lastly, there's deleted scenes and stuff we haven't seen in the actual theatrical cut that I've sourced from trailers, interviews with the editors that were done by JB and Millie, a channel on YouTube, and other assorted sources. So first let's talk about the deleted scenes that are included with the DVD and Blu-ray. The first is titled Alternate Opening, and yeah, it's an alternate opening. It's an animated opening credit sequence featuring artwork reminiscent of the original series and its successors. I actually really like this. It's really fun, and I think opening credit sequences like this are kind of a lost art these days. Then you have flashbacks. This shows several scenes flashing back for each of the characters when they accidentally meet up at the airport. The scene in the movie is a little bit hopeful, it seems like they're all doing pretty well. But this version of the scene just kind of shows how they're all falling apart without each other. I have mixed feelings about this, but we'll get to that in a second. Fred talks about his new book, and it flashes back to him talking about it at a convention to 3 children.
Any questions? Ooh. Yes.
Yeah. Why do you suck?
Velma talks about working at NASA and self-discovery.
When did you first experience these feelings of low self-esteem?
For a long time, I was part of a group where I didn't get the attention I deserved.
Which group was it?
Her flashback has her in group therapy talking about her low self-esteem.
I don't remember a Thelma.
She reveals she's part of Mystery Inc., and then they all kind of make her feel bad about herself, validating the insecurity that she has and feels. Daphne talks about being a black belt now. For the first part of the scene, she's mostly just kicking straight ass. On a wire, because, then she accidentally flips into a tree and gets stuck. So on one hand, I actually really like that this shows that the characters need each other. But also, on the other hand, it just feels like we're humiliating the characters for laughs. The next deleted scene is called Nightmare Boulevard, and this shows more of Spooky Island's nightlife. The gang is driving around in a spooky golf cart, and there's a bit with Miguel Nunez Jr.'s character clearly making a drug deal. Velma talks more with this metalhead dude, and he basically asks her if she used to be a man.
Cool. And you've always been a chick?
Let me tell you, the deleted scenes and stuff with Velma is probably the biggest takeaway from this. So Velma's song is sort of dropped into the scene where she's at the bar and she starts singing when Daphne comes into the room. Coincidentally, Fred also comes into the room. This is some of the only evidence we have left of the situation between Velma and Daphne, where she's essentially moved to song when Daphne enters the room. The next one's called Locker Room. This has Daphne run into Velma in the locker room in a bikini with other women. She's wearing makeup now. She realizes that they're possessed and gets chased out. We're not missing too much here. The most interesting deleted scene on the DVD and Blu-ray for me is the one that expands on the possession stuff and shows Daphne's soul being removed before one of the monsters possesses her. And they cut this because they thought it was too scary for a young audience. I like it because it is a tiny bit dark, so I get where you're coming from, but personally, I would have left it in. I didn't direct this, though. This last one's kind of fun. Scooby-Doo fakes his death while he's locked up. And the guy watching says,
It didn't work the first 8 times you did it either.
I really am deadly fine.
Then why are you talking?
Rupert!
more shenanigans with Scoob is always welcome. And you know, they have to try to hit a certain run time, so some stuff just gets cut for time. So now let's get into the R-rated cut stuff. Now there's a lot of information on different deleted scenes on the internet, and there's a lot of stuff I can't really substantiate. So there's a lot that I'm honestly not going to talk about, but I'm going to talk about everything that's basically provable. So in the shooting script, initially the Luna Ghost is unmasked as Kid Rock. That's right, at one point, Kid Rock was going to poison this movie forever with his presence. He was going to be quickly unveiled as Old Man Smithers in a Kid Rock mask, but that's too much. Thank God this didn't happen. Pamela Anderson was already confusing enough. And I'm not a hater, I like her as a person, but I saw this as a kid and was like, why is she in this? I knew who she was. Made no sense to me. So how about the joke that got this film an R rating? If you ask me, I have a good idea which joke it is. You remember the scene where Fred says,
This is the most embarrassing thing you've done since you decided to clean your beans at Don Knotts' Christmas party. Huh?
Well, in the shooting script, he goes on to say, not that I wasn't envious of your elasticity. I think this is what they clearly thought was an oral sex joke. And I can't say I completely disagree either. It makes it seem like Fred wants to blow himself. And by cutting just that last line, it changes the joke. Although the joke is still Scooby-Doo's cleaning his junk. Then in the trailer, there's 2 moments that were left out of the film. The deleted scene with Velma singing that we watched also had Velma slurring and telling Scooby,
Your name means Scooby-Poo.
Also in that trailer, there's another line from Fred.
Somebody spike your dog bone?
I won't lie, I'm not really missing either of those lines, but I like Fred's a little bit better. In the script, Fred also suggests he and Daphne make use of their bodies when they're in each other's bodies by having sex. He suggests, we can try out stuff we've never imagined, even our most outlandish fantasies. The Lego snaps both ways. And the script suggests she's intrigued by this as well. Then you've got the famous kiss scene that everyone's always going on about. In the shooting script, this happens during the scene where they've all swapped bodies, and Velma, while in Daphne's body, kisses Daphne in her body, resulting in their little protoplasms swapping back to the right bodies. It's less sexy than you imagined, isn't it? It's like 2 girls, 1 protoplasm. The representation that could have been provided, having Velma be openly lesbian, is essentially entirely eliminated here. It's not the kiss itself, it's the little subplot there that's important. There is another bit, and there's only a few frames of this, of Velma fantasizing about Daphne on the plane ride to Spooky Island. So you have the kiss, this scene, and the song, and those are the big standouts for the whole Daphne-Velma thing. The script also referred to the protoplasms as souls, and the monsters as demons. If you want to know more about that shooting script, there's a link below in the description. It's just a link I found on a Reddit post. I didn't upload this or anything, but check it out. Then there are 2 extra bits we catch glimpses of in the Workprint footage that's circulating on Internet Archive. First, we see Fred and Daphne talking outside her room. He's trying to weasel his way into her room. Kent Beta confirmed the scene was shot. He's brought his toothbrush, implying he wants to stay the night. She implies he's gay, saying that his ascot makes him look like a Greek sailor. Later they argue about her screams. She claims they're fake, and that they aren't the only thing she's faked. The other one is just a line from Shaggy after Mary Jane mentions not being able to find her friend.
Still haven't found my friend.
Oh, don't worry. She'll turn up. Unless she's dead.
It's a simple line, but I guess a little dark for this movie, but I think it's hilarious. And let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on all this stuff. Quick thank you to my channel members and Patreon subscribers. If you want more ectoviolence, including exclusive videos and behind-the-scenes content, become a member by clicking the links in the description below.